Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Keith Bless here, coming to you early in the morning, and I wanted to get this video about not every scam is a scam shot before my kids wake up, and I got to get them ready for school. So, on the internet, we have this way of calling a lot of things scams. We use the word scam a lot. Now, that's for a couple of reasons. One is it's actually a very powerful keyword to target. A lot of people, I'm telling you that. A lot of people will use the word scam in different blog titles, video titles. I've used it twice in this one. And even one of the YouTube channels I have has the word scam in it because it's such a powerfully sought out word. Now, hopefully when you get to my content, you see that I'm not trying to call anything a scam, but I'm just trying to give a little insight around certain things. So, one of the things that you hear a lot is such and so is a scammer, or such and such program is a scam. And often the ones that are called scams most often are sort of informational products, educational products that people can get that can help them to become better marketers or have a better understanding of how things work. And one of the things you'll hear is, I could have found all this education for free, and it's a scam that you made me pay for it. Whatever. It's funny. I live in a college town, and there are lots of young people taking on significant debt to go take classes and to get information that, yes, in theory, they could get somewhere else. I get that. But they're also getting the diploma, that, the credibility that comes with having completed the courses at that particular school. You get the community, the friends that you have, in many cases, college friends are friends you have for the rest of your life. That sort of built-in network, like, hey, I went to such and such school, so did you, and all of a sudden there's this immediate connection. And yes, it can be hard to put a dollar amount on some of that stuff, but it does not make it a scam. When I think of scam, I think of like intentional misleading for the sole purpose of taking money from somebody for nothing in return, and then giving no recourse to kind of get it back. If you want to look at it this way, I guess, if most of the planet Earth, 2/3 of the planet Earth, is covered with water, then a bottle of water that you buy at a store is a scam. You could get that somewhere else. 2/3 of the water. 2/3 of the planet's covered with water. Well, true. A lot of that salt water, you can't drink it. A lot of it might have other toxins or impurities in it, and you don't want to drink it. It's hard to take an ocean and put it in your backpack. So, all kinds of things where you may not see the value in buying a bottle of water. And what's cool is it's your choice not to buy a bottle of water. Personally, when I go somewhere, I have my favorite water bottle, and I just fill it with tap water. Honestly, I trust it around here. That's what I do. All right, that does not mean I'm going around calling bottles of water that you could buy at the store a scam. Okay? So, the other day, actually it was yesterday, I was thinking about how sometimes a scam is actually, what we call a scam is actually a little more than just a misunderstanding, that there's no one intentional. I was coaching somebody to set up a marketing system that I use, and I was looking over it, and he actually, for the sake of making sure we got it right, actually gave me his username and password, and I was kind of going through his back office to make sure everything looked the way that it was supposed to look. And sure enough, I realized that there were like 2 little links that he didn't copy and paste where they needed to be. He had to pull them from like one site and just copy and paste them into this. It's not that big of a deal. But he didn't do it. And had we not caught that mistake, actually what would have happened is if he had made a sale, not having taken that like simple step, I would have gotten his commissions. I would have gotten it. So if we didn't catch that, and then he were to find out that he did this promoting, and then I got his commissions, and we didn't quite realize what happened, I would have been called, I could have been, I don't think he would do this, I could have been called a scammer. Somebody from the outside looking in would go, Keith is part of a scam. This guy's doing all the work. This guy doesn't get any commissions. Keith gets it. And what it comes down to is he missed a step in the directions and did not copy and paste something the way that he was supposed to. And we caught it. And we fixed it. Okay, so make sure that when you're going around calling systems scams or people scammers, that you didn't just like miss a step, that there wasn't some kind of misunderstanding, that you didn't miss part of the process, okay? Because, and here's why I'm telling you that. One of the fastest ways you can lose your credibility is to call people scammers when they're not. Because, and then when you, especially when you go in your tirades about why, what actually happens is people who know what they're talking about, people who know what they're doing, actually then realize that you don't. So be very careful. Never mind the fact that like other companies might, companies or affiliates might take action against you or whatever. I'm not telling you that. What I'm saying is, although that's possible, what I'm telling you is sometimes you need to be careful about what you call a scam, or using the word scam and then using it in an accusatory way, because sometimes it might actually show like your misunderstanding, or you missed a step, or you didn't copy and paste, or you didn't quite fully understand what you were kind of signing up for, and you're announcing that to the world. Just because you maybe join a team or purchase a program or purchase a marketing tool, and then you get into it and realize, this isn't really what I expected, or this isn't really for me, this isn't consistent with what I'm about, does not mean that it's a scam. Okay? So, what is your call to action today? Really, one of the same calls that it always is, which is subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to this channel. There'll be a link around here somewhere. And then, if you have any thoughts about this, leave a comment. Email me, reach out, find me, become an email subscriber. In fact, one of the ways that I actually have earned most of the email subscribers that Rachel and I have is through a site called thetruthabout.ws. Thetruthabout.ws. And if you want to go check that out, go check it out. But it's a page that actually deals with a very specific company in clearing up some misunderstandings around it. And actually a lot of people have been able to relate to that page, whether they're involved in the .ws opportunity or not, because there's certain things in there, certain things that the page covers that perhaps you can relate to. So I just promote a page called thetruthabout.ws. It helps to give a little bit more complete perspective on that particular opportunity, and I think it does a good job of explaining what Rachel and I are really all about. Hey, I wish you all the best. Remember, not every scam is a scam. Just because it isn't for you doesn't necessarily mean it's a scam. Be careful about accusing people of running scams or being a scammer, because sometimes that can just hurt your own credibility. And be sure, if you're setting up any marketing systems, you follow your directions very, very carefully and test and help, if you need to, get somebody to help you test it, to be sure that like what we almost had happen in this case, where commissions somebody would have earned wouldn't have gone to him because they missed a copy and paste step. I don't want that to happen, okay? Remember, not every scam is a scam. Want an example of that? Go to thetruthabout.ws. Be sure to subscribe. All the best to you. Take care. Bye.